So, good afternoon, sir.
Very good afternoon, sir.
I'm ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕಲ್ ಇಶ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ.
Okay, no problem. Please.
ಸೊ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರಗಳು. ಇಂದಿನ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿ ಪ್ರತಿಭಾ ಶೋಧನಾ ಯೋಜನೆಯ ಉಪನ್ಯಾಸ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಮುನಿಕೃಷ್ಣಪ್ಪ PM, ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ಫ್ಲೋರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್ಕೇಪ್ ಆರ್ಕಿಟೆಕ್ಚರ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರ್. ಸೊ ಇವರು ಈ ಒಂದು ಉಪನ್ಯಾಸ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವನ್ನು ನಡೆಸಿಕೊಡಲಿದ್ದು, ಅವರನ್ನು ನಮ್ಮ ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ವಾಗತಿಸುತ್ತಾ ವೆಲ್ಕಮ್ ಟು ಸರ್.
Thank you, sir.
ಸೊ ನಮ್ಮ ಅಕಾಡೆಮಿಯ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರಾದಂತಹ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ಅಯ್ಯಪ್ಪನ್ ಸರ್ ಹಾಗೂ ನಮ್ಮ ಅಕಾಡೆಮಿಯ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಕಾರ್ಯನಿರ್ವಾಹಕ ಅಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳಾದಂತಹ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ರಮೇಶ್ ಸರ್ ಅವರನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ವಾಗತಿಸುತ್ತಾ, ನನ್ನ ಸಹೋದ್ಯೋಗಿ ಮಿತ್ರರು ಇಂದು ಹಾಜರಾಗಿರುವ ನನ್ನ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಸ್ವಾಗತವನ್ನು ಬಯಸುತ್ತಾ, ಓವರ್ ಟು ಯು ಸರ್.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Myself, Dr. Munikrishnappa PM, Professor of Floriculture and Landscape Architecture, RHRC, Bangalore. So today's my topic is ornamental plants used in landscaping. You know, ornamental plants. Which are the ornamental plants? So nowadays ornamental plants are playing an important role for controlling of air pollutions, dust pollutions, and also they produce a lot of oxygen to the environment systems. Okay. Introduction about ornamental plants used in landscape gardening. You know, so major components of landscape gardening. So plants are a major components of the landscape gardening. You know, ornamental plants we can use for their different purposes for beautification of the gardens and medicinal properties also, timber purpose also. So and also we can use for the avenue trees also all along the roadsides, and even big parks we can find different types of ornamental plants like trees. Especially ornamental plants we can classify into different groups. So like annuals, biennials, trees, climbers, again trees, foliage trees, flowering trees. Annuals, what is the annuals? You know, define annuals. Annuals are those they complete their life cycle in a one season. That is, so 6 months they complete the life cycle. So example, marigold, that is the annuals. Okay, so this is the again classification of ornamental plants in different ways. What is the introduction about ornamental plants? They have various qualities to fit into the garden designs. You know, designs, whenever we visit into the gardens we can find different types of plants, you know, different components of the garden also. So components of, which are the components of the gardens? You know, edges, you know, edges, that is also one component. Trees also one component, and shrubbery is also one component. Even lawn also, that is also one of the components. Okay, in a landscape design plants are used for architectural aspects. So architectural means you know, different architectural means you know, vertical gardening, roof gardening, terrace gardening. So these are all the different architectural aspects. Okay, they create space and define areas, and also plants they create a screen or hiding the ugly areas, buffer and provide a privacy also. Okay, so these are all the uses of ornamental plants. Some of the other qualities of plants are they are able to control the odors, glare and reflection and varying degrees also. Plants also accommodate they accommodate wildlife, birds, butterflies and insects, squirrels, etc., and add interest to the gardens. So this is the mobility of the garden. Altogether, this is the mobility of the garden. Okay, plants are indispensable part of landscape architect requirement for a garden. A garden should be more than collection of individual plants. Different types of plant material can be used in a landscape gardens. You know, nowadays, so this is about the introduction of the landscape architecture in a, ornamental plants. Okay. Next, what is the importance? What is the importance of landscape gardening? So, what is the importance of landscape gardening, especially ornamental plants? Already I told. So, ornamental plants, they produce a lot of oxygen. Also, they shelter for the wildlife. They shelter for the birds. They shelter for the even wildlife also. Okay, so these are all the importance of landscape gardening. Okay, and also nowadays they're giving a lot of employment opportunities also, especially ornamental plants. For growing of ornamental plants, they give employment opportunity to the especially youngsters. Okay, and also the pillar materials also, decoration materials also, and cultivation of flower crops also. They give a lot of employment opportunity, to the societies. So, what is the scope? Gardening, which was only on art and science in the earlier days, has now emerged as a huge industry with the importance and need of gardening in improving and conserving the environment being strongly felt. Now, the concept of landscaping and gardening is growing rapidly. Ornamental gardening and landscaping has expanded as a multi-faceted industry encompassing activities such as propagating materials also, growing of ornamental plants also, landscaping also, production of growing media also, part decorations also, hanging purpose also. So these are all the these are all the scope of ornamental plants, and also they generating huge employment opportunities and simultaneously promoting activities that would improve the environment. So these are all the scope of ornamental plants used in landscape gardening. So again, I told. So especially plants we can classify into different categories. Annuals. What is the annuals? Annuals are those they complete their life cycle one season only. That is 6 months only. Again, we can classify the annuals. Again, we can classify into different categories. That is hardy annuals, off hardy annuals, tender annuals, summer annuals, winter annuals, rainy season annuals. Oh, so what are the hardy annuals? Hardy annuals we can grow in open conditions. They do not need any artificial lighting and artificial aid for growth and flower freely cultivate in open condition. Off hardy annuals they need sowing under protected conditions. What is the protected conditions? Protected condition means when we can cover the polyethylene sheets or shade net, that is protected conditions, and later transplanted into open conditions. So this is the off hardy annuals. Next, tender annuals. So what are the tender annuals? They are cultivated under protected conditions. They required, especially tender annuals. So they required protected condition or polyhouse conditions. Summer annuals you can cultivate even so April to April and April, March, March, May and June. That is summer annuals. Winter annuals. That is Candida, Pansy, Cyclamen. So these are all the winter annuals. Rainy season annuals. Which are the rainy season annuals? Balsam, Amaranthus, even marigold, China aster. So these are all the rainy season annuals. So types of annuals. These are all the different types of annuals. Again, these annuals we can use for the different purposes. So one we can use for the especially annuals we can use for the loose flower industries, garland making, bed decorations and pot making also. Flower beds for simple designs can be laid out on the outskirts of the lawn, along the base of buildings, in the path leading to entrance of horses and on sides of footsteps. So certain onions we can use for the edging purpose also. Example, dwarf marigold, alizum, and candy tuft. Certain onions we can use for the hanging baskets. So which are the hanging basket we can use? So these are all the onions. Example, petunia, verbena, and alizum. Okay, certain climbing onions useful for cover the trellis. Which are the climbing onions? Tall nasturtium and phobia candenens. So these are all the climbing onions. Some onions are useful for mossing in the beds. So which are the mossing in the beds? So aster. Aster means China aster, flax, salvia. Again salvia you can different types you can find. Red salvia, blue salvia, and white salvia. Genia and verbena. So these are all the some of them useful for making mossing in beds. Some of the onions you can use for the shrubberies. What is the shrubberies? Growing up, growing up plants, growing up shrubs in one place that is called as shrubberies. In a vacant space, they are used for the shrubbery purpose also. Which are the plants suitable for making a shrubberies? Sunflower, hollyhock, tall growing species of amaranthus, titonia. So these are all the shrubbery shrubbery purpose we can use. They serve as a perennial source for supply of cut flowers for indoor decorations also. So these are all the these photos showing marigold. Marigold we can use for the again marigold we can find different types. One is the African marigold and French marigold. African marigold are tall varieties. French marigold are dwarf varieties. So these petals we can use for the poultry industries, dye making also. Poultry industries, dye making also. These flowers we can use for the loose flower purpose also. Loose flowers means worshipping purpose, garland making also, bed decorations also, pot decorations also. So these are all the use of marigold. Marigold. So these days, especially South Indian peoples, they used to make worshipping and garland making. How to propagate? Propagate means multiplications. How to multiply? So multiplication by seeds and cuttings. So this is about a brief introduction about marigold. Marigold is one of the important loose flower crops we can use for the different purpose also. Next, coxcomb. So coxcomb. So coxcomb we can use for the uh, aesthetic purpose also. Garland, so aesthetic purpose also. Dry flower industries also. Again, we can find different species of coxcomb. One is the Celosia cristata and Celosia argentea. So belongs to family Amarantaceae. We can use for the pot decorations also, mass planting also, bed decorations also, even dry flower industry also. So these flower heads we can use for the dry flower industry also. So how to propagate? Propagate means multiplications. So multiplication through seeds only. Again, balsam. So balsam is also one of the annuals we can use for the different purposes and the part decorations, bed decorations, all along the path decorations. So botanical name or scientific name is Impatiens balsamina. Belongs to family Balsaminaceae. Next, bachelor buttons. So common name is bachelor buttons. Botanical name is Gomprina globosa. In our campus, we are cultivating this crop. So especially these flowers we can use for the garland making, loose flower industries, and also dry flower industries also. So this we can use for the different garden decorations, like pot plants, bed decorations, bird decorations, cut flower industries, dry flower industries also. So again, genia. So common name is genia. We can find different colors also. These flowers we can use for the garden decorations. So common name is genia. Botanical name is Genia elegans. Family Asteraceae. Propagation method is seeds. So what is the use of these flowers? So we can use for the border decorations, bed decorations, window boxes, edges also, potted plants. So these are all the use of Genia. Botanical name is Genia elegans. Belongs to family Asteraceae. Next, pansy. So this is the pansy. So this is the annual flower crops. Botanical name is Viella tricolor. Belongs to family Violaceae. Propagation is seeds. What is the use of pansy? So we can use for the border decorations, bed decorations, window boxes, edges also, potted plant, and also nowadays, especially in metropolitan cities, people they used to take hanging baskets also. So this is the Portulaca. So botanical name is or scientific name is Portulaca grandiflora. Belongs to family Portulacaceae. Portulacaceae. So method of propagations, terminal cuttings. So method of propagation is terminal cuttings. What is the use of these flowers? So we can use for the soil cover or ground cover, bed decorations also, window boxes also, edge making also, potted plants, and also nowadays we use for hanging baskets also. So this is the Portulaca grandiflora. So belongs to family Portulaceae. Sale flowers. So this is also annual flowers. Scientific name is Salvia frendens. So family Laminaceae. Propagation is seeds. What is the use of these plants? We can use for the bed decorations, border decorations, background decorations, pot decorations also. So these are all the use of Salvia frendens. We can find different colors, blue colors, white colors, red colors. You can find different colors of salvia, salvia splendens. So again, this is the another flowers, Coreopsis. Botanical name is Coreopsis tinctoria. So belongs to family Asteraceae. Propagation is division. What is the use of Coreopsis? We can use for the moss plants, moss effect. Also, we can use for the beds decoration, border decorations. So this is the annual chrysanthemum. So annual chrysanthemum. So how to propagation? Annual chrysanthemum propagation through seeds only belongs to family Asteraceae. So scientific name is Ismilia carinata. So and also nowadays we can use for the loose flower industries, pot making also, and background purpose also, bed decorations, border decorations. So this is the daisy, daisy, Bellis perennis belongs to family Asteraceae. Propagation in seeds. What is the use of daisy? So daisy we can use for the pets decorations, border decorations, pot decorations, cut flower industries. Also, we can use for the pillar industries, pillar material also. So while preparing the bouquets, we can use as a pillar materials also. So this is the China aster. Nowadays, in and around Bangalore area, many farmers they are cultivating this plant, these flowers. So these flowers having a lot of importance for making a garland and cut flower industries. Okay. So common name is China aster. Botanical name or scientific name is Callistemus chinensis belongs to family Asteraceae. Method of propagation is seed sow. So we can use for the different purposes. Beds decorations, border decorations, background decorations, art making. So loose flower industries also, cut flower industries also. And nowadays, especially in and around Bangalore area, many farmers they are cultivating these crops, gaining a lot of money from this. Okay, and IHR people also, IHR scientists also released 4 varieties of China asters. Okay, next Floza flower. Botanical name is Ageratum ostonium. Belongs to family Asteraceae. Propagation is seeds, and this is a seed. For example, you can use for the part decorations. Okay, edge purpose also, border purpose also, and cut flower industries also. Even pillar material also we can use for these plants. Next, pot marigold. So this is another flower crops. Scientific name is Calendula officinalis. Belongs to family Asteraceae. Propagation is seeds. So what is the use of pot marigold? You can use for the window boxes. Okay, bed purpose also, pot decorations also. Another flower crops is sweet william. Botanical name is Dianthus barbatus. Belongs to family Caryophyllaceae. Propagation method is terminal cutting. Divisions. What is the use of this flower? We can use for the edge making also, border purpose also, pot decorations also, window baskets also. Next, China pinks. These are all the different types of flower crops. So this is the botanical name is Dianthus chinensis. Belongs to family Caryophyllaceae. Propagation method is terminal cuttings, divisions. What is the use of China pinks? So we can use for the edge making also, border purpose also, part decorations also, window baskets also. So these are all the use of China pinks. Next, cosmos. Whenever visit to the gardens, we can find this type of flowers. Cosmos. Cosmos bipinnatus. Belongs to family. Asteraceae. Propagation method is seeds. So we can use for the different purposes also. Edge making, bed decoration, pot decoration, mass planting. So this is the use of cosmos. Next, wishbone flowers. Botanical name is Toria forineri. Belongs to family Linderaceae. Propagation is seeds. So what is the use of wishbone trees, wishbone flowers? So see, for example, pot decorations, edge making also, beds making also, mass planting. So these are all the use of wishbone flowers. Next, blanket flower, commonly called as Gailadia. These flowers, especially these flowers, our North Karnataka farmers they used to cultivate these flowers because of they thrive well in adverse climatic conditions. So that's why North Karnataka farmers they used to cultivate these flowers. So scientific name is Gailadia cultura, commonly called as Gailadia or blanket flowers. Why it is called as blanket flowers? So these so outer florets are ray florets, inner florets are disc florets. Disc florets disc florets find blanket type of flowers. That's why you can call it as blanket flowers. So we can use for the edges, beds, part decorations, mass planting, loose flowers. So this is the use of blanket flowers or Grailadia flowers. Botanical name is Grailadia cultura. Belongs to family Asteraceae or Compositaceae. Method of propagation, division or cuttings, seeds. Next, this is another type of flower crops, snapdragon. Botanical name is Anthurium massages. Floriculture. belongs to family Portulaceae. Propagation is seeds used to adjust beds for decorations, mass planting, cut flower industries also. So biennials. What is the biennials? Biennials are those they complete their life cycle in 2 seasons. So one is the vegetative growth, another season is the flowering stage. They complete their life cycle 2 seasons. That is called as biennial. So herbaceous perennials. Which are the herbaceous perennials? Herbaceous means the plants look, you know, in a tender portion, soft and succulent plants, soft and succulent plants. That is herbaceous perennials. See, for example, geranium, gerbera, chrysanthemum. So these are all the herbaceous perennials. Soft and succulent plants are herbaceous perennials. Shrubs. What is the shrubs? In between the trees and edge plant is called as shrubs. They grow usually they used to grow nearly to 2 to 3 feet height or 4 feet height. That is called as shrubs. Shrubs are plants with woody stems which are smaller than tree but bigger than the herbaceous plants. A typical shrub will have several stems arising from the main stem at ground level itself. They can be either evergreen or deciduous plants. Which are the evergreen plants? So evergreen plants are, the fern tree, that is evergreen plants. Deciduous plants, they deciduous plants they used to shedding the leaves during the winter season. That is called as deciduous plants. Some are attractive in the foliage, some produce attractive flowers, and some are grown for their attractive berries. Okay, a shrubbery is an area planted with the different kinds of shrubs and a shrub border one where only one kind of shrub is used. So shrubs example for rose, botanical name is Rosa species, belongs to family Rosaceae. How to propagation the rose? Budding, cuttings. What is the use of roses? Nowadays they used to making Gulkan preparations on rose water and also flower beds, standard purpose also, potted plants, climbers, and also nowadays we are using cut flower industries and also we are using some floribunda roses we can use for the rose flower industries, dry flower industries, pot puri also. So these are all the use of roses. Next, hibiscus. So this is also shrubs coming under shrubs. Botanical name is or scientific name is Hibiscus rosa sinensis. Belongs to family Malvaceae. Propagation is cutting, side grafting, and patch bedding also. What is the use of Hibiscus rosa sinensis? Screening, hiding the ugly areas also, edge purpose also, beds decorations also, specimen plants also, loose flower industries also. So these are all the use of hibiscus. Hibiscus rosa sinensis belongs to family Malvaceae. And also some white flowers we can use for the medicinal properties also. And edible purpose also. Hibiscus rosa sinensis we can use for the edible purpose also. So this is the shrubs Acalypha. Find whenever we visit into the any one garden, we can find edge plants. We can use for the edge purpose also. So these plants we can use for the edge making also. Acalypha, Acalypha wilkinsiana belongs to family Euphorbiaceae. Propagation is a cuttings. So we can use for the edge purpose also, border purpose also, mass planting also. Mass planting means growing of plants in a specific area. Group of plants is called as mass planting. cat-tail acalypha. Cat-tail acalypha. So can find. So this is also we can use for the edge making also. Specimen plants also. Acalypha ispida. The scientific name is Acalypha ispida. Belongs to family. Euphorbiaceae. Propagation method is things. What is the use of these plants? We can use for the edge making also. Specimen plants also. Border decoration. So this is the different types of Acalyphas. Scientific name is Acalypha ворсикиana. Belongs to family Euphorbiaceae. Propagation is the cuttings. What is the use of these plants? We can use for the edge making also. Edge. So lining of plant is called as edge. You know? So we can use for the border decorations also. Azalea. So looks like this is the topiary. We can use for the topiary purpose also. What is the topiary? Topiary means giving a definite shape like umbrella shape or cone type or arch type. This is called as topiary, giving a definite shape. You know? Again, they required skilled laborers, skilled gardeners also. You know that is. So this is a dome shape. Looks like a umbrella type or a dome shape. So again, that is called as a topiary. Botanical name is rhododendron species. Belongs to family Eraceae. Propagation method is cuttings. So we can use for the border decorations also, topiary purpose also, edge making also. So this is the hydrangea. Botanical name is hydrangea macrophylla. Belongs to family Hydrangeaceae. Propagation is the cuttings. So we can use for the border purpose also, sunflower industries also, specimen plants also. So this is the hydrangea macrophylla. Next, so this is the bush almanda. So can use for the climber purpose also, climber purpose also, you know, climber pergola purpose. What is the pergola? What is the arches? Arches is nothing but giving a arch that is called as a arches. So that is called as a, what is the pergolas? Series of arches is called as pergolas. Okay, we can use for the pergola decorations also, arch decorations also. These almanda plants we can use for the different purposes also. One is border purpose also, art decorations also, arch decorations also, pergolas decorations also. So belongs to family Apocynaceae. Scientific name is Almanda nerifolia. So bush almanda. Next, crown of thorn. So Euphorbia milli. So this is called as Euphorbia milli. Belongs to family Euphorbiaceae. Method of propagation is the cuttings. So we can use for the edge making also, edge purpose also, border decorations. Next, so this is the peacock flowers. These are all shrubs. So these are all shrubs. Okay, this is the peacock flowers. So botanical name is Cisalpinia pulcherrima. Botanical name is Cisalpinia pulcherrima. Belongs to family Fabaceae. Propagation is seeds. So we can use for the specimen plant and also edge making also. Edge making also. Peacock flowers. So these flowers looks like a peacock. That's why you can call it as a peacock flower. Dombia. So this is the Dombia plants. Dombia spectabilis. So family Sterculaceae. Propagation is a cuttings of specimen plant and also we can use for the edge plant also. Next, trees. Again, trees. Trees again classified into different groups. Flowering trees, foliage trees. Which are the flowering trees? Flowering trees, Pangemia. Pangemia. That is the flowering trees. Spitenia mahogany. So that is the foliage, they bear fruits also. Again, which are the flowering trees? So flowering trees, so Cathodia campanulata, Monstera, Monstera, sorry, next, flame of the forest, Butea monosperma, Butea monosperma, even rain tree. So these are all the flowering trees. Which are the flowering trees? Foliage trees. Arcaria cookie, Ashoka trees, Saraka indica. So these are all the foliage trees. Okay. Trees is a perennial plant having distinct trunk crown at the top and are more than 4 meters in height. That is called as trees. Trees are used in a garden as a specimen plant, avenue plantations, windbreakers, and screen making also. So, what is the use of trees? Trees are used in a garden as a specimen plants, avenue plantations all along the roadside planting. No, that is called as avenue plantation. Windbreakers also. Silver work, especially in you know gardens or orchards, they used to planting silver oak. That is called as windbreakers, and also screening purpose also. And whenever we receiving the outside carbon dioxide or air pollution, they used to plant all on the school or college buildings. That is called as screening. You can control the air pollution, dust pollutions also. So that's why we are planting all on the school or college building. So that is Ashoka plant. So that is called as a screening purpose also. A judicious planting of trees enhance the beauty of surroundings. Deciduous trees used in a landscaping help in cooling down your property in summer. They also help in warming it up during winter months by allowing the sun to shine through. Roadside plantations, roadside plantations helps in noise obstacles. So evergreen trees are better for noise abatement than deciduous trees, which do not afford a barrier to sound when leafless. So which are the uh, flowering trees? Rain tree, Samania samane. So belongs to family Fabaceae. Okay. Method of propagation is the seeds. What is the use of rain tree, shade tree? These rain tree, it gives uh, shade, rainy season flowering tree. Okay, and also it enhancing the wildlife also. They shelter for the birds also. They shelter for the birds. Cannonball tree, Nagalinga pushpa. So see the fruits. This is called as Nagalinga pushpa. Botanical name is Coreopta guinensis. Belongs to family. Lysithidaceae. Propagation method is seeds. What is the use of cannonball tree? They gives shelter, shade, and also they bears the flower during the months. So this is the silverbug. So this is called as the windbreakers. Botanical name is Gravelia robusta. Belongs to family Prosteaceae. Prosteaceae. Propagation method is seeds. What is the use of silverbug? So we can use for the plywood industries. They give shade also, flowering in March in Bangalore condition. And also we can use for the timber purpose also. So these are all the use of that work. Botanical name is the Gravelia robusta. Okay, method of propagation. Next, this is the Kadamba tree. This is the worshipping tree. So botanical name is Anthocephala kadamba, belongs to family Rubiaceae. Method of propagation seeds. Use they gives shade, and also they shelter for the birds, uh, shelter for the birds, shade tree, flowering trees, honey bee gardens, shower of gold. So this is the botanical name is Cassia pistula. So we can find wherever a garden is there, where we can plant this type of Cassia pistula. Belongs to family Fabaceae. Method of propagation seeds. They used to beautifying the all along the roadsides also, and also we can plant in a gardens also. Shade tree flowering in January. Next, flame of forest. So this is the Butea monosperma. So flame of forest, Butea monosperma, belongs to family Fabaceae. Method of propagation is seeds. Flowering tree in February. So this is the these are all flowering trees. So and also we can use for the so this is the red gulmohar. All along the roadside we are planting as a avenue plant. Botanical name is Delancresia. Belongs to family Fabaceae. Method of propagation patch budding. What is the use? So we can use for the shade shade purpose also. Flowering in May, or also we can use for the avenue planting all along the roadside also. So this is the yellow gulmohar or copper pottery, Piltoforum petrocarpum. Botanical name is Piltoforum petrocarpum. Belongs to family Fabaceae. Method of propagation is patch budding. It gives some shade, flowering plants. So this is the avenue planting. So all along the roadside we are planting. So this is the flowering trees. This is the yellow gulmohar or copper pottery. The scientific name is Peltoforum petrocarpum. Next, African tree tulip. African African tree tulip. Botanical name is Pathodia campanulata. So botanical name is Pathodia campanulata. Family Vignonaceae. Method of propagation is seeds. Okay. The flowering purpose also. Avenue planting also. So this is the use of African tree tulip. Okay. Pathodia campanulata. So this is the rosy trump tree. Rosy trump tree. Botanical name is Tabubia rosea. Belongs to family Vignonaceae. Propagation is seeds. Uh, shade purpose also. Shade purpose also. Flowering in the month of January to February. Okay. So this is the mahogany. Phytinia mahogany and Phytinia macrophylla. So these are all two types of mahogany. One is this Phytinia macrophylla. Phytinia, Phytinia macrophylla and mahogany and microphylla. Okay. Belongs to family Miliaceae. Method of propagation is so. What is the use of mahogany? Avenue tree. Can use it as avenue trees. Shade purpose. Avenue planting purpose. Also timber purpose. Nowadays gaining a lot of importance for timber. So palms and cycads. So palms and cycads. Palms and cycads are very versatile in the landscape garden. some types of forms have a single trunk and used as solitary specimen plants, while others are clumming and are used in groups. Grouping together forms of the same species or with plants other than form makes an interesting tropical landscape. Multi-ton forms make excellent specimen ascent plants. Cycads can also make wonderful specimens or can use along with forms or many plants to create a tropical landscape in South Korea. In South Carolina, the sago palm, Ficus revolta, grow in the eastern parts of the state. Although palm-like appearance, sago palm are not true palm but primitive plants called cycads. They grow slowly and can be easily overgrown by other nearby plants in the landscape. Okay, so these are the Ficus, Ficus revolta, sago palm, rat-tail palm. So botanical name is Rhabdichelsa. Belongs to family Formaceae. Method of propagation. First, so we can use for the potted plants, specimen trees. So especially in they required rat type farms. They required shady places. Foxtail farm. So this is the foxtail farm. Podotia, Frucata, Podotia, Frucata belongs to family Formaceae. Method of propagation is so we can use for the avenue plants. So Bismarckia farm. So each farm near about 10,000 rupees per farm. Botanical name is Bismarckia nobilis. Belongs to family Formaceae. Method of propagation is can use for the specimen tree avenue planting. Lipstick palm. This is lipstick palm. Botanical name is Christo, Christochus brenda. Belongs to family Formaceae. Method of propagation success. So we can use for the screening purpose, grouping purpose, mass effect also. Butterfly or golden areca form. Okay, belongs to family Formaceae. Method of propagation occurs. So we can use for the screening purpose, grouping purpose also. Method of propagation occurs seeds. Royal form. Roystonia rizia belongs to family Formaceae. Propagation method is seeds. So what is the use of soil form? We can use for the avenue planting. So this is the bottle form. Botanical name is Hyporbia regini callus. Belongs to family Formaceae. Method of propagation is seed. So what is the use of bottle form? We can use for the specimen plants in the land and the garden. So this is the branching form. Botanical name is Hyphenia compressa. Belongs to family Formaceae. Method of propagation is can use for the specimen plant. So these are all the different ferns. So ferns we can use for the many purpose also. Pillar materials, pot decorations, uh, potted plants, hanging baskets also. Plant size varies from tiny moss like growth to moss tree. Fern stretching sometimes 25 meters, even more. So especially these we can use for the different purposes. Boston fern. So these leaves we can use for the pillar materials, decoration purpose. Botanical name is Necrolepsis excelsa. Polypodiaceae. The method of propagation is the division, spores. We can use for the potted decoration, hanging baskets also. Leatherleaf fern. Leatherleaf fern. So belongs to family Polypodiaceae. Method of propagation, divisions, spores. We can use for the potted plant, hanging baskets, cut foliage also. Staghorn, staghorn fern. Staghorn fern. Botanical name. Platycerum by bifurcatum belongs to family Polypodiaceae. Method of propagation is divisions, spores. We can use for the potted plant, hanging baskets, cut foliage. So this is the staghorn fern. Median hair fern, Adenatum species. The method of propagation is divisions, uses potted plant, hanging basket, cut foliage. So these are all the climbers and creepers. What is a climbers? Climbers they required support. Also, they have uh, climbers are defined as a plant which possess special structure to climb over a pole. These special structures may be hook-like so on. Creepers are those plants which are unable to climb vertically on their own because of their big stems. So climbers, especially creepers, they require the support of. So this is the Mysore trump vine. Botanical name is Sanbargia Mysore. Very beautiful plant. Yeah, very beautiful plant. Cantaceae. Method of propagation is cutting. So we can use for the vine. Vine used to cover arches and pergolas. Pergolas and arches decoration we can use for the Sanbargia Mysore. Says Bengal clock vine. So this is the another climbers. Botanical groups. Sanbargia belongs to family. Cantaceae. Propagation is the cutting. What is the use of a Bengal clock vine? So we can use for the vine. We can use for the arch decoration, pergola decoration. Coral vine, Pentagonum leptophus. So this is the beautiful climbers. We can use for the arch decorations, pergola decoration. So method of propagation is cutting to Polygonaceae belongs to family Polygonaceae. Climbing rose. So this is the another rose we can use for the arch decorations, pergola decorations, and also flowering climber. Method of propagation cutting belongs to family Rosaceae. Wisteria. Wisteria sinensis. Another good climbers, very beautiful climbers we can use for the arch decorations, pergola decorations. Method of propagation is cutting belongs to family Fabaceae. Jade vine. Botanical name is Stronglydona macrobutris. Belongs to family Fabaceae. Method of propagation is cutting flowering vine. So this is the flowering vine. So this is the another climbers nasturtium. Botanical name is Tropo, Trophulum massages. Traphilosae belongs to family Traphilosae. Method of propagation cutting flowering vine. So this is the Rangoon creeper. Another climber is the Rangoon creeper. The scientific name is Scalis indica. Botanical name is or scientific name is Scalis indica. Belongs to family Congregaceae. Method of propagation is cutting. Uses flowering vine. fire vine, Pyrostuzia venusta. So this is the Pyrostuzia venusta, the last family. Vignonaceae, method of propagation cuttings. What is the use? What is the use? Use for the arch decoration, herbal decoration. Even uh, ugly area, ugly wall also we can decorate. So this is a beautiful kind. Scientific name is Pyrostuzia venusta. Sandpaper vine, botanical name Petria volabilis, belongs to family Verbenaceae. Method of propagation cutting. Winter flowering vine. Winter flowering vine we can use for the arch decoration, pergola decoration also. Butterfly, butterfly, pea creeper, Clitoria ternata, annual climbers, belongs to family Fabaceae. Method of propagation flowering vine. So we can use for the climbing purpose. Arch decoration. Morning glory. Botanical name is Ipomia purpurea. Belongs to family Convolvulaceae. Method of propagation cutting tubers. Morning flowering. Flowering. So another bulbous ornamental plants. What are the bulbous ornamental plants? Bulbous ornamental plants. Gladiolus bulbous. Tuberose bulbous. Dahlia bulbous plants. So these are all flowers we can use for the cut flower industry. Cut flower, cut flower means cut flowers we can use for the bouquet purpose, vase making, interior decorations, and marriage mandap decoration. Bulbous plants include all the ornamental plants which reproduce through true bulbs, corn, tuber, rhizome, and tuberous roots. The ornamental plants have specialized modified underground stem structure to overcome the unfavorable environmental conditions are known as ornamental plants. Bulb crops constitute one of the most important group of ornaments for garden decoration. Annual bulbs. Which are the annual bulbs? Daffodilla, crocus, hyacinthus, tulips. So these are the annual bulbs. Perennial, permanent bulbs. Amaryllis, Hippospharum grows well indoors year after year. These can be grown in the tropical. Art of so this is the botanical name Caladium species belongs to family Araceae. Propagation method is tubers. What is the use of art of Jesus or Caladium? So we can use for the part decoration, edge making also, and foliage ornament. Amaryllis. So this is the bulbous plants. Hippostrum species belongs to family Amaryllidaceae. Method of propagation the bulbs. What is the use of amaryllis? So we can use for the flower beds, edge making also. Tulips. Botanical name is tulip. Uh, Genseriana belongs to family Tulipaceae. Propagation method is bulbs. So we can use for the bed decoration. Even nowadays tulips we can use for the flower industries also. Flower industries gain importance. Also having a uh, more demand for preparation of gas, uh, waste, waste purpose for the tulips. Lilies. Botanical name is Lilium species belongs to family Liliaceae. Propagation is the bulbs. So we can use for the flower beds, aroma garden, but flower industry. It is the use of lilies. Lilies, it is a temperate flower crops. It is a temperate flower crops, especially Himachal Pradesh and Jammu and Kashmir area. Many farmers they are cultivating. They use as a cut flower purpose also. football lilies. Botanical name is Scado multiflorus. Belongs to family Amaryllidaceae. The method of propagation is the bulk through. So it means for the wild garden potted plants. Rain lilies, Gyparanthus species, belongs to family Liliaceae. Method of propagation is bulbs. So we can use for the flower beds, hedge making also, ground cover also, potted plants also. So this is the rain lily. Calla lily. So we can use for the calla lily. Janti, Janticaceum Astiopica belongs to family Araceae. Method of propagation is division. We can use for the flower beds, potted plant. Potted plant. This is another uh, different types of flowers. So this is the shell ginger, Alpine gerambata. This is the peculiar flower crops, perennials, method of propagation is forms. So this is the shell ginger, Alpine gerambata. This is the beehive ginger, Gingibera spectable, beehive ginger. This is the torch ginger. So this is the white ginger lily. This is the creep ginger, Castus speciosa. This is the tulip. This is the another cutlass, Alpine purpurata. So these are cutlass getting for the mass, uh, mass effective purpose, especially in gardens. So another group of ornamental plants is the cacti and succulents. So cacti and succulents need arid climatic conditions. Moon cactus, so belongs to family Cactaceae. Mammillaria, so this is the Mammillaria species, belongs to family Cactaceae. Propagation is success. Can use for the potted cactus, indoor garden, rock gardens. So this is the old man cactus. Method of propagation is success. So we can use for the potted cactus, indoor garden, rock gardens. So these are all the cactus. Method of propagation is success. Can use for the indoor gardening and rock gardens also. So indoor plants. So these are all the indoor plants. Which are the indoor plants? Philodendron, Philodendron, and Aurelia, and Staphylophilums, Sansevieria. So these are all the indoor plants. Indoor plants can be very beneficial in homes and workplaces. They purify and renew indoor air by filtering out toxins, pollutants, and the carbon dioxide. We can uh, replacing them with the sustaining oxygen. One can use plants in a home or office to improve the quality of the air to make it more pleasant place to live and work, where people feel better and perform better. Plants can remove variety of toxic air emissions, including ammonia, formaldehyde, carbon dioxide, and benzene. So these are all the chemicals can controlling them. Whenever we planting or placing the ornamental or indoor plants inside the house. So these are all the orchids. So orchids we can find different groups: Phalaenopsis, Vanda, Dendrobium, Catilia. So these are all the different groups of orchids. Orchid play an important role for getting the good cut-offs and so another cut-offs is Anthurium. Anthurium henryianum. Scientific name is Anthurium henryianum. Belongs to family Raceae. Method of propagation is suckers, divisions. We can use for these plants. We can use for the cut flower industries, care making, and pot making also. So again, Gerber. So Gerber is one of the important cut flower crops for the cut flower industries. Scientific name is Gerber jamesoni. Common name is Gerber daisy. Belongs to family Astaceae or Compostaceae. So these are all the indoor plants. Dracaenas, Chlorophytum or spider plant, Chrysanthemum morifolium, the Patmos, Rathophyllum, Sansevieria, Hydera ilex. So these are all the indoor plants. So these are all the climbing and trailing foliage plants. Pedascantia, pluminensis, Pedascantia purpurea. So these are all the indoor plants. So Ficus plumilia, Hydera ilex, Asparagus fingeri, Philodendron elegans, Syngonium podiphyllum. So these are all the indoor plants. Bushy and upright foliage plants. Aglonema, Monstera deliciosa, Aurelia species, Begonia rex, Aspidester, Floridia. So these are all the indoor plants. Caladium, Ficus elastica, Decoro, Ficus benjamina, Diphonbacea exotica, Maranta, Philodendron, Peperomia, Philia, Dracaenas, Sansevieria, Araucaria cookie, Araucaria budvillei. So these are all the Araucaria cookie and Araucaria budvillei. These are all the foliage flowering trees. Foliage flowering foliage trees. Araucaria cookie and Araucaria budvillei foliage trees. Flowering house plants. Begonia, Belperonia gutata, Senfolia, flowering pot plant. Flowering pot plants. Chrysanthemum, again begonias, folias, azalea. So these are all the cacti and succulent. So these are all the indoor plants. Diphonbacea, palms, Areca lutens, Eranthemum, Pathophyllum, Philodendron goldii. So these are all the handling the indoor plants need extra care also. Extra especially indoor plants they required water soluble fertilizers and water soluble fertilizers and potting and repotting is required. So nearly go to so 5 to 6 months onwards we have to repotting the plants also. The pebbles. So these are all the ornamental pebbles, especially cacti and succulent plants. They need pebbles also. Ficus species, sorry, money plants, gardening in hanging baskets, so window baskets, miniature gardens. This is the miniature gardens. So this is the gardening in dish or bowls, jar or bottle and terrarium gardening, bottle gardening, bottle gardening, So thank you very much, sir. Sir, hello.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸರ್.
Thank you.
ಹಲೋ
Hello, sir. Sir, please.
ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಿದೆ ಸರ್?
Yes, sir. Mohit, sir.
1 minute ಸರ್. ಹಲೋ
Sir. ಹೇಳಿ sir.
ಸರ್, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ ಇಮ್ಮೆನ್ಸ್ ಪ್ಲೆಜರ್ ಟು ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಮುನಿಕೃಷ್ಣಪ್ಪ ಸರ್,
Thank you very
giving
much,
a
sir. Thank you.
wonderful talk on ಫ್ಲೋರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಉಪನ್ಯಾಸ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ತಾವು ಫ್ಲೋರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹಲವಾರು ವಿಧವಾದ ಅದು ಸಸ್ಯಗಳಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಅದು ಹೂವಿನ ಗಿಡಗಳಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಅದರ ಪ್ರಭೇದಗಳು ಹಾಗೂ ಅದರ ಬೊಟಾನಿಕಲ್ ನೇಮ್ಗಳು ಮತ್ತು ಪ್ರಾಪಗೇಷನ್, ಈ ತರ ಹಲವಾರು ವಿಚಾರಗಳನ್ನ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಭಾರಿ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಟಿವ್ ಆಗಿ ತಿಳಿಸ್ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಸರ್. ಸೊ ನನ್ನ ವೈಯಕ್ತಿಕವಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಮ KST ಪರವಾಗಿ ತಮಗೆ ತುಂಬುವುದರಿಂದ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ಸರ್.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
ಸೊ ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಅಕಾಡೆಮಿಯ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರಾದ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ಅಯ್ಯಪ್ಪನ್ ಸರ್ಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳನ್ನು ತಿಳಿಸುತ್ತಾ, ಈ ಒಂದು ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿ ಪ್ರತಿಭಾ ಶೋಧನೆ ಯೋಜನೆ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವನ್ನು ಯೋಜಿಸಿ ನಮಗೆ ಪ್ರತಿನಿತ್ಯವೂ ಸಲಹೆ ಸೂಚನೆಗಳನ್ನು ನೀಡುತ್ತಾ ಬಂದಿರೋ ನಮ್ಮ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಕಾರ್ಯನಿರ್ವಹಣಾಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳಾದ ರಮೇಶ್ ಸರ್ಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ಸರ್. ಹಾಗೂ ನನ್ನ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಿಬ್ಬಂದಿ ವರ್ಗದವರು, ಸಹೋದ್ಯೋಗಿಗಳು ಹಾಗೂ ವಿಮೆಕ್ಸ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ನವರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಹಾಗೂ ಹಾಜರಾಗಿದ್ದಂತ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ನನ್ನ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿ ಮಿತ್ರರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳನ್ನು ತಿಳಿಸುತ್ತಾ ಈ ಒಂದು ಉಪನ್ಯಾಸ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವನ್ನು ಮುಗಿಸುತ್ತಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಒನ್ಸ್ ಅಗೇನ್ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸರ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಯು.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
ಸೊ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ವಿಶೇಷ ಸೂಚನೆ, ತಾವು ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ತಜ್ಞರು ಕೊಡುವ 2 ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗಳಿಗೆ ತಾವ್ಯಾರು ಉತ್ತರಗಳನ್ನ ಬರೆದು ಕಳಿಸ್ತಿರೋದು ಭಾರಿ ವಿಷಾದವಾಗಿದೆ. ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ತಾವು ಕೊಡುವಂತ ಸರಿಯಾದ ಉತ್ತರವನ್ನು ಬರೆದು ನಗದು ಪ್ರಶಸ್ತಿಗಳನ್ನು ಕೊಡಬೇಕೆಂದು ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ತಿಳಿಸಿದೆ.
ರೆಡ್ಡಿ ಅವರೇ, ಅದೇ ನಮಗ್ ಸಾಕಾಗೋದು ಸರ್, ನಮ್ಮದು ಲೋ ಲೇಯಿಂಗ್ ಆಗ್ತೈತೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ಸರ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರು. ಆಯ್ತು.